Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my Finish 20 by 2020 update. This is actually the last update before the finale, so despite me finishing 7 products, I will not be adding anything in this update. Mostly because I don't know what I could possibly finish in a month. That's okay though. Anyways, like I said, I have 7 products that I finished. Some were very close, some completely surprised me. But let's get started. Let me show you what I finished. This was not a surprise because, as the pump was saying, it was all the way up here last time because this pumps up. This is the Elemis Superfood Night Cream. I said this probably had 1 more day. I was wrong, it had 2. So yeah, I totally finished it. It's completely empty. Doesn't pump anything anymore. So that is out of my collection. And if you want to have any reviews, I can link my empties down below that I've already filmed and put up so that you guys can check it out. This surprised me as being empty because I still had like this much left, but I managed to concentrate on it and finish it. I used this like 4 times last month, so I'm not that surprised I was able to finish it. This is the Wonder Beauty Lift Off Purifying and Brightening Peel Off Mask. So I actually kind of missed this. I got into really liking that mask. Not surprisingly, even though I just added this last month, that this is nothing to go through. This is the Avon Senses Vanilla Hydrating Shower Gel. I mostly use this as a bubble bath, so I went through it all the faster. I mean, we started with it full, never used, and I used it a few times on my body. I used it as a bubble bath once or twice, so it went pretty quickly. Also, to my not surprise, this is the Zany Laney Outcast Spray. Scent notes are absinthe, coffee, and French bakery. I think from what the mark says last time I was like here, I finished that like a couple of days later. This was a little surprising, but at the same time, I can't get all the product out of it without like sawing it open, so I'm not doing that. This is the EOS hand cream. I think the scent was some kind of berry. I don't know, I've had it for years. The weight last time, because couldn't mark it, was 52.4 grams. I did not weigh it this month, so I don't know how much was in there. I think it was like a 30-gram product. But there's still a little bit of product in here. I cannot get it out no matter what I do, other than, like I said, literally sawing the beast open, and I just don't care enough. But it's done, so it can now go to the beauty gods. I have the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I'm so glad this is done because the sprayer on this was so bad, but I couldn't decant it. Last month we were here. That was nothing to use up, so goodbye. And the biggest surprise for me, once this suddenly went quick. I don't know what happened. This is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Taupe Brow Pencil. That's the wrong end. And that little nub, if you can even see it, is what is left, and it's starting to scratch my skin, so I'm not using it anymore. I'm so happy this is done. Can I get a swatch? Yeah, if I try really hard, I could still get a swatch out of it. I did not like this. It made my brows look kind of blocky towards the end. I was probably overusing it to try to get rid of the goddamn thing, but she is gone down to the beauty gods. And if I ever get another one of those in a box, I will freaking get rid of it. I will not be keeping it. Anyways, let's go into everything else. So I got the 2 lipsticks that I'm still working on. I did have another in here that I've given up on. It is this Too Faced La Creme lipstick in Teddy Berry. I will be working on this at some point next year. But I realized at some point, it was like, if I focus, I can get rid of the other 2, so we'll let that one go for now. Anyways, first is the NARS lip pencil. I thought this would be done because I thought I wouldn't be able to get another sharpen out of it, but when it got really dull, I was like, you know what the hell, let me try it. And I did manage to eke out another sharpen, but as you can see, that is obviously going to be it for this. So 4 or 5 more uses and it'll probably be gone, which is cool because I've had it for way too long. But let me see. Yep. Here are my marks for it. I hope you can see that. And the next lipstick I made a crap ton of progress on, but it is the Maybelline Color Whisper in Mad for Magenta. I have also been using this as a cream blush, so that helped a lot. But this little nubbin is all I have left. So that will be no problem for me to finish up. Especially once you see the actual progress I made on it, on the paper, it would be like, nah, that'd be nothing, especially if I keep using it as a cream blush. I meant to today, because I've been using it as a cream blush with my cooler toned kind of purpley looks, which I do a lot, apparently. So I've been using it a lot, but I just completely blanked today on using it. It's right there by my finger. I actually had like some really good progress on it this month. But I've also been using it as a lipstick mixer as well, because I don't like the color on its own. Like, it's pretty, but I don't like how it looks on me. So I've been mixing it. Once I started using it, I've been mixing it with like lip liners and other, right now it's actually a different lipstick that I plan to use next year is what I'm mixing it with. You know what, if you're curious, I'll go ahead and tell you. It is the Bite Beauty lip pencil, and I think this is Glacé. It was the birthday gift last year, so I've just been mixing this with that and getting what I think is a more flattering color for me. All right, so the e.l.f. palette, this is what it looked like last time. And this is what it looks like today. I did finish the highlight, and once I hit pan on that blush, I kind of stopped using it. I've used it a couple of times since last time, but honestly, I have been kind of neglecting this palette, especially once I finished the highlight. I think the pan has gotten a little bit bigger though. So I am going to declutter this at the end of the year, because what I loved about this palette was that it had everything in it. Now the bronzer and highlight are gone, so I don't know. I might just start keeping this in my travel bag and use it for that, but I'm not putting it back in my collection is what I mean. So I'm actually probably just going to declutter it, because I have a lot of blushes in those colors. So yeah, I think that's it for this page. I think I finished everything else. All right, so the Julep eyeshadow stick, haven't used. I'm now focusing on something else because I knew I wasn't gonna finish that. Let's see, the Katy Perry perfume. I don't even know if you can actually see any of the product in there anymore. That is what it looks like. Last month I was up to here, and then I got all the way basically down to the bottom. There's probably like a day's use left in it. I'm already having trouble with it spitting out air at me, but it still spits out product too. So because I do love this perfume scent, I'm trying to get everything out of it that I can. So probably another day or two, and it will be done. But that will be another finished perfume for me this year. And as far as perfumes go, I don't have that many left. I have 2 actual perfumes. Body sprays, on the other hand, I have a lot of. But straight up perfumes, I have 2. One of which I bought earlier this year. I bought, what is it called? A Pacifica Blood Orange perfume. They actually have like little sprayer ones now if you can find them. I bought mine off the Target website, and that and one that my mom got me for Christmas last year are all that I have perfume-wise. She buys me a perfume every year though. So I'm sure I will be getting another one for this Christmas, which is fine. She's pretty good at picking stuff out for me. Let's see. Next we have this product, the Nuance by Selma Hayek Soy Protein Primer Spray for hair. I mentioned last time that because the sprayer and the thickness of the product do not mix, like it does not want to come out, I have to decant this into a different bottle, and then once I come in here to update it, I pour whatever I have left back into this bottle, and that is how I get my mark. So last time I was here, and now I am down to here, and compared to that first month, putting it in a different spray bottle is actually helping me use it properly, because I couldn't get anything out of this. So yeah, I do like the product. I don't think they make this anymore. I think she like revamped the line or something. I could be wrong. I don't really know. But yeah, at this rate, I should finish this pretty early next year. I'm thinking about putting this in my 7 by Spring, which the intro will go up for later this month, actually. But yeah, so still working on that. Have no problem using it up now that I figured out. As long as I just decant it into something else, it works fine. Next, it's my body lotion. This is the Body Shop Strawberry Body Yogurt. I made a ton of progress on this last month. this is what it looks like. And it's only like from here down now, so ooh, I love the smell of that. And I bought myself a packet of this in the mango one, and then I got one through a gift exchange too, so I'm now well stocked on these, and that makes me very happy. But as far as weights go, last month it was 151.1 grams. This month it is 92.5 grams. Like I said, I used the piss out of this. That is literally 69 grams. So it started at 235.7 grams untouched. So I'm thinking about 30 to 35 grams is the weight of the jar. So I should only have about 60 grams of product left, which if I go at it like I was going at it this month, I can finish it, and that's what I really, really want to do. Because now that I have multiple backups, I'm like, ooh, I really need to finish this now. So that will hopefully, I'm going to try my ass off at least, get that done by the end of the year. This is also something I want to finish by the end of the year, but I don't know if I will. I'll probably come really close. Hopefully I finish it. It is the Marrakesh Argan and Hemp Oil Therapy Leave-In Treatment and Detangler. I don't like the smell of this, but the product is really good. But very rarely do I like the smell of argan products. So just a personal thing. Last month I was here, but now I'm only down to here, whereas the month before I made like this huge jump. So I don't know if one of those months didn't get measured right or what, but I shined a light through it, and that's what I do every month. So I don't really know what happened the previous month. But like I said, hopefully I finish this and get it out of my life, because like I said, it's a good product. I just don't like the smell of it. Personal thing. Now let's see. Yes, the Pharmacy makeup remover. I did not use this a lot last month because I was working on finishing that little Estee Lauder thing. That is now done, so I can now just focus completely on this. But last month it weighed 84.1 grams. This month it weighs 79.3 grams. I really only used like 5 grams. I only used it a couple of times. But now that the other product is done, I think I can actually at least put a real hurting on this month. There's only 50 grams in it, so I'm hoping that once I'm concentrating on it, I really love the smell of this. That's why I just sat here and smelled it for no good reason. I'm hoping that once I put like a real concentration on this, I can finish it by either the end of this month or certainly in January. So I'm not too worried about that product. I might not finish it for this project, but it will be an easy finish in general. Next is the Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Mask. I probably only used this like 4 times, so I didn't use it a lot, but I just said I wanted to get a head start on it to work on for next year, and that's what I've done. Last month it was 199.8 grams. This month it is 187.1 grams. I mean, there's 150 grams of product in here starting out. So I knew I wasn't going to get too far with it. Normally I use this when I'm taking a bath, but I also sometimes use sheet masks when I'm taking a bath, so it didn't get the most focus on it, but it got some. And next to last, not quite finally, I have I learned I'm pronouncing this wrong. Thank you. I can't remember her name. I thanked her in the comments last time, but thank you for telling me how to pronounce this damn thing, because I've been pronouncing this brand wrong for years, apparently. The COS RX, which RX prescription makes sense. Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. I was honestly just kind of curious to see how much of this I use in a month, so that's why I put it in here. But last month I was here, and this month I am down to here. So I'll probably finish this in like another 3 months, which is cool. Like that product and the next product, I was just kind of like, how much of that did I actually use in a month? Let's see. And finally, my beloved, the NYX Micellar Water, the NYX Stripped Off Micellar Water. I'm reading it backwards. It's a bomb ass micellar water. Unfortunately, you can only get it from the NYX website, but they're always running sales, so go check it out. I bought like 3 to set myself up well for next year. This is my progress, because right now I am not using it to remove makeup. I am just using it to cleanse my face in the morning. Obviously, if I was using it to remove makeup as well, I would be burning through this. But because I have this, and last month I had the Estee Lauder, and I also have makeup remover wipes that I'm supposed to be using up to get out of my collection. You know, I'm only really using this to wash my face with during the day. But that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.